Hi, I'm Barry Jenner. I'm here today to talk about the Senior Management Network, which I run as part of the Mindshop Network. It's designed for chief executives and very senior people to learn and develop and have personal and business improvement. I also have the Rising Leaders Network, and that's designed for people generally under 40. They might be department heads, younger people in family businesses, up and coming, and so both networks are very similar for that, but the people in them are somewhat different. Now, what I'd like to do, the purpose of this video today, is to demonstrate one of the general purpose Mindshop problem solving tools which works very well. It's not always the tool to be used, but a lot of the time it will help people and businesses solve problems. It's called a force field, and we start by drawing a couple of parallel lines. Writing down the issue, which in this case is profit, and in a group, you can do it with one person, you can do it on a whiteboard, you can do it on a plain sheet of A4 paper. You write down issues or factors or forces that will impact positively on profit, to increase profit. So you might have increase sales, you might have upgrade website, and you might have more efficient processes. In practice, you will end up with a lot more positive factors, and then also you will have factors which impact negatively on the issue. So you go through, work all your way down there with these, then you come over and look at the factors that impact negatively, and generally you don't want the opposite of what's there. So you might have factors that impact negatively, could be waste, could be the quality of salespeople, or it could be an inadequate CRM process, customer relationship management process. So then you can look at, ask the group, ask your client, your people, what are some things that you can do to increase sales, and that might be better brochures. And you'll get other possible actions, what you can do to increase sales by following that. Upgrade website, well, that could be brief IT design people to upgrade website. And there would be other actions that you could take there also. Become more efficient processes. That could be team to review and improve processes, and there'll be other actions there also. So we've looked at how we can double the impact of the positive factors there, and we've come up with some specific actions, and over here we look at how we can halve the negative impact of these factors. So here you want to reduce the waste, so you can have a waste audit. That's another tool and process used by Mindshop. The 7 Wasters developed by Toyota. It's a terrific way of any business auditing, finding and identifying and then reducing waste. Quality of salespeople, so you could remove the underperforming people and recruit better salespeople. And there'll be other actions you could take there. It might be sales training. And inadequate customer relationship management processes. You could upgrade the process, and you could have training. And you've got other actions. So then with your group, with the client, with the people you're working with, you ask, perhaps by a system of voting, or you can in fact use a system of -5 for poor, 0 for average, +5 for excellent. You can measure where you are now with sales or with better brochures and where you want to go to, and go through and follow that system to identify which actions you should follow. So that works well. Or alternatively, you can just get people to ask to vote, get them to come forward and tick what perhaps the 3 actions are that they can take that they think will really have a big positive impact on profit. Because if they try and implement all of these, they'd say, wow, profit would go through the roof, but in practice they can't do all of those actions, so you need to focus it. So they come forward and they vote, and you get a number of people voting here for this one, perhaps some people voting there, and it might be over here. So then you've chosen by the people in your group identifying actions to take. You come up with action plans, and they are to brief IT on website upgrade, and you want to have that's got to be done by a particular person, and you want that completed by a particular date. Waste audit, so the second one is conduct waste audit, you want that done by a certain person, and you want it done by a particular date. And then lastly, remove underperforming salespeople and recruit more appropriate people. You want that done by a particular date. And what you've done is, by using the Mindshop problem solving tool of a force field, you've written the issue down, you've been disciplined and asked the people what are the factors that impact positively and help you increase profit, and then you've asked later what are the factors that will impact negatively. So you've had to do away with people going off track, so it takes time to get the feel as to how to use the force field tool successfully. Then you've looked at, by a voting process or a measuring process, you have identified the top 3 actions that will help you improve profit, and you've developed some action plans. And it's quite often that you find that the really powerful factor, it takes time to come out, and it might be this one. People say, yes, that's what we have to do. By doing that, we can have a big impact on profit, but it's taken some time to come through. So the force field is an excellent tool to be used, and it can be used on all sorts of problems, business problems, personal problems. I used one once when a client was looking to move house, was struggling to sell his house. We did a force field and identified what actions he had to take, which he did, and a few weeks later he sold his house. Now, just to summarise today, the benefits of the Senior Management Network for senior executives and chief executives, and also for rising leaders, where there are younger people, are that they get quick access to strategic and innovative ideas. They get a sounding board, someone to talk to who's familiar with their business. They really enjoy mixing with other people in case studies, and they learn from other businesses there. My people always give the feedback that they really enjoy hearing about other people's issues and helping use the Mindshop problem tools to solve them. So I can be contacted via email on the website, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you and to talk to you about the opportunity of joining either the Senior Management Network or the Rising Leaders to help you improve personally and in business.